You gotta ride the wave. You gotta reach the shore. With the real Moby Fish, you gotta know. You gotta do what it takes to grow. The Moby Fish show, yo. You wanna harmonize with me?
Mm-mm.
Say it's the Moby Fish show, yo.
What's
It's
going
the
on, y'all?
Moby
What's up?
Fish show.
Check this out.
The T, the H, the E, the R, the E, the A, the L. It's the real Moby Fit Show.
Hey, we coming to you live, so take a seat. The tips we bring, it provides the heat. Stay long enough, you'll get on board. So ride the wave until you reach the shore.
You gotta ride the wave, gotta reach the shore. With the real Moby Fit, you gotta know, you gotta do what it takes. It's the Moby Fit Show, yo.
Everybody, it's your boy Black Ninja Turtle.
Joy Moby Music.
And we are the real Mobley
Fit.
Fit. If you can see our banner in the back, the real Mobley Fit. It's right back there. So check this out. Today is going to be a really special topic, you guys. So y'all might want to stay for this because it's going to get a little heated. Heated, for real. So today's subject is what?
Why I gained some of my weight back.
How much weight? First of all, how much weight did you lose?
Okay, so starting from the beginning, if you guys haven't followed and subscribed, scroll down all the way to the beginning of the YouTube videos. You will see where I started from. I haven't always been overweight and big. I just told you my journey from when I had my second daughter, and how with COVID, how I gained weight. So check that out so you can get all caught up.
With COVID, how you gained weight? No, you was
with
pregnant.
COVID, and I was pregnant. That's what I
said. You
said.
was pregnant and during COVID.
That's what I just said.
So you said with COVID you gained weight.
I didn't have COVID. I'm talking during COVID.
No, most people, because during COVID, people gain weight without being pregnant.
Yeah, but I had
weight,
pregnancy, and it was during COVID, so that's why I was so much overweight.
But I give you a pass because you was pregnant.
But what I'm trying to catch them up is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So anyway, I was saying go back and watch that. Just scroll, pause this and go back before I go on. But so thankfully, so I was pregnant. I had Stella. I was 214. And then I went all the way down, y'all, to 125. That was for show day. So starting from then, get motivated, get inspired. From there and on, we talk about meal plans, workouts, hard times, good times, all of that. But yeah, so 125 isn't my actual weight. That was just my show weight when I actually did a bodybuilding competition for NPC. But my actual weight.
How much was you when we first met?
We
met in 2013. So how much did you weigh back then?
I don't know. I was like, shut up. I was a young girl then, so it didn't matter. I was probably like, 130, 125. But that's because I was a young girl. I was 25. I was 26.
So do you feel like that has an effect on weight as you get older, like y'all women as y'all age? Do you feel like that has an effect on why you guys put on weight? Like, why do y'all put on weight?
Well, with age, like I said, you're not a little girl anymore. Okay, you're growing, you have kids, your body changes. Not saying you have to be overweight and big, but there's just some things that's not going back to how it used to be.
What about for the people that don't have kids, but they gained a whole bunch of weight even though they didn't have kids? What's their issue? Women.
Man, I'm just like...
Is it because they live that single life and they just eat?
It's not even about single life, because when I was young, I was living that single life, but it didn't stick. The weight didn't stick. You could eat, drink, whatever you wanted to, and you'd be just fine. But nowadays, if you're single and you're overweight, I just be like, dang, like, what y'all gonna do when you have kids? Because that's not just an excuse for me. It really did change my body. So I don't know what to say about that. You got to interview a single person with no kids. We can get some of my girlfriends on the line. And maybe we can do a video with that one. That one's a good one. Actually, a good idea. I have some friends of mine that I could talk to. So anyway, but yeah, so like I said, 125, that was my show weight. That was amazing. Like, amazing in all ways. I hope you can tell you it was amazing in all ways. But that's not my main weight. My weight that I was like to stay at would be 140. That's when I felt like people weren't telling me like, oh, you're too skinny, or you look sick, you're 125. even though when you're overweight, nobody tells you look fat or you got rolls coming out your side or your neck too big. You got rolls on your neck. But when you lose all that weight, 125, they want to say, ooh, your neck is too skinny. You look small. And I'm just like, what sense is that? Or when I walk around with a gallon of water, when I was 125, they'd say, why do you drink all that water? That you shouldn't drink all that water. You're not supposed to drink all that water. You're only supposed to drink like 8 glasses or something, which is not true. But let me be walking around with a bottle of wine or something like that. Or people, hey, take some shots, do some of this. Nobody's saying, hey, you're drinking too much alcohol. No one's saying that. So it was a real eye-opener to me how people are so just blind, like to health, to being average, being basic. So anyway, going back to, so 125 I was, and then I got back, and then I went up to 140 because that's like the weight that you're supposed to be at. 140 was great. I looked great.
Yeah, she looked good at 140. And to go back to what she was saying, with Joy losing all that weight from 214 to go down to show weight, even when she got to like 140 from 214 to 140, you know, people was like, are you sick? Are you skinny? Are you okay? Are you stressed out? And then when she got down to 130, and then, like I said, for show day, 125, you know, when you're doing that show, you deplete your body of all that nutrients and all that stuff.
Water,
So you start to look a little sick, but then before you step on stage, you carb back up and you don't look sick no more. You know, you fill out, everything looks great. But, so that's why people also were saying that. But listen, Joy looked great at 140. I told her, hey, look,
he liked that.
Stay right there.
He did. He kept saying that.
Stay right there. I
still
told her
had
all the
cups in
time.
my arms.
Yeah, her at 140 is really good, and she actually looked like she weighed less than 140. But the scale is crazy, y'all. Sometimes the scale can.
We're
really
just telling you
up.
numbers to give you an idea, but like I'm gonna show you pictures on here. You'll see like this was 140. But
right.
Anyway,
so at 140, I was like, stay there, and I guess she got so comfortable that she seen that right after the show, it's hard to gain weight. Like when your body meets that fine medium, she was at 140 for a while, but she got so happy. She kept eating everything in the book.
I was told
because her weight wasn't moving.
But
then after that,
oh, then let me keep going.
Right.
Because my metabolism was like this. Like all the work that I put in, it was crazy. Like,
and it does that. So after that, after her body was like, oh, so you trying to get big again?
Yeah, then that's
when I remember
like,
this.
Oh no, I'm 145, babe.
Yeah, and then
after 145, it was just.
Yeah, it kept going back up, and I told her, I was like, hey, wait a minute now. You getting back up there? You gotta pull it back.
And I was like, I'll lose it because obviously I know what to do now to lose it, but life just happens. And for example, okay, so as you guys know, for the bodybuilding competition, I cut out like everything. I was strictly working out all day, every night, every morning, eating, like everything was devoted to the competition because, I really built up to reach my goal. So I cut everything out. I still worked, but like I wasn't really doing singing. I wasn't taking any gigs. I wasn't doing weddings and funerals. I think I was taking like a few. No,
you took a couple of gigs. Remember
but not
that video
to the
I
day.
showed? You took like the last 3 weeks off. I think
I
think the last gig you did, you was about like 6 weeks out.
Yeah, because I started sounding bad because I was getting like deprived of everything, and so anyway. Trying to get back into singing, you could tell my voice was like, what are you doing? You took like 6 months off from singing and now you're trying to sing like for real. And so it was crazy because not only was I trying to get back into like doing more of my passion of singing, but it was like, it was too much as far as the schedule. So I always had a set schedule devoted to working out. But if I'm staying up late singing, rehearsing, it's going to affect my next morning, which is I'm not getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning because I stayed up all night singing. So it would be a couple of days a week where I'm like, I'm sleeping. Because, obviously, like your body is a tool. Your body for singing, if your body's tired, your voice is tired. So I was like, I'm just going to, not work out 2 days a week. Then it came to 3 days a week. Then it came to 4 days a week. And then I was like not working out at all. And then because of my schedule, I started. So think of your issues of why you don't work out. I had all those, it wasn't even excuses. It was just like, I'm introducing something back into this workout plan that I never had to because I had cut it out completely, but now trying to make it all flow was hard for me. So long story short, I went up from 125 to 166.
I would say from 140 to 166.
Yeah,
Because
140.
after your body, after you start putting regular stuff back in your body, even the healthy stuff. So from 125, she should have. So when you're competing, and even when you make this a lifestyle with your stage weight, you don't want to be like 15 pounds. You don't want to be 15 to 20 pounds over. 15 to 20 pounds is like right where you want to be. So from her to go from 125 to 135 is feasible. That's good. But to 140, that's really good. And then the 145 is like, okay, you're pushing it, but let's just keep it at 145.
There was no chill, zero chill.
How much you weigh now? What? 70?
Whoop! No, I haven't reached that yet, but I'm not gonna reach it. So I am 165, but I want you guys to follow me. Stay tuned on the next videos. I'm going to track. I'm getting back down to 140 from 165. So follow me because I know what to do. It's just I have to do it, and now I'm going to be able to do it.
To change up.